Every time you ask a generative AI to summarize an article, you are quite literally boiling away water in a data center cooling system somewhere.
Yeah. It is incredibly easy to forget the physical toll of our digital lives. Well, until the power goes out anyway.
Right, exactly. So welcome to our latest deep dive. We are pulling from the August 16th, 2026, 4 p.m. news brief from the Daily Tech Reader today.
And our mission today is really to uncover the hidden thread connecting these top stories for you, which is the severe global fragility of power, infrastructure, and information.
Okay, let's unpack this. Look at the sheer physical devastation from Tropical Storm Lala hitting Hawaii right now.
Oh, it's brutal. We have nearly 130,000 utility customers completely offline and rainfall pushing 35 inches in some areas.
35 inches. I mean, modern infrastructure is like this delicate nervous system, right?
Yeah.
When electricity fails, everything just stops.
It does. And when that physical grid drops, the digital safety net collapses with it. Telecommunications companies are actually scrambling to set up portable satellite links in the disaster zones.
Just to keep, like, basic low bandwidth text message emergency channels open.
Exactly. But what's fascinating here is how physical disasters immediately spawn digital threats. The Daily Tech Reader noted a huge spike in fraudulent disaster relief scams targeting vulnerable residents.
God, that is just so predatory. How does that even work when the power's out?
Well, the mechanics are pretty harsh. When local cell towers go down, phones desperately scan for any available signal, so scammers exploit that localized cybersecurity vacuum.
Oh, so they deploy their own hardware.
Yeah, portable devices, often called stingrays, that trick phones into connecting to them instead of real towers. Or they just flood those remaining low-bandwidth SMS channels with fake FEMA utility notices.
Wow. So a physical disaster instantly breeds a digital one.
Precisely. And that local grid failure in Hawaii perfectly mirrors a much larger macro global energy vulnerability. We are seeing it play out right now in the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. The 60-day negotiating period between the U.S. and Iran is expiring without an extension.
Yeah, and because shipping remains heavily restricted through that strait, the average U.S. gas price is now creeping up near $4.08 a gallon.
But wait, aren't we transitioning to renewables? Like, we're supposed to hit 27% renewable energy generation in the U.S. by 2027. Why is this single maritime choke point still causing such massive shockwaves across global markets?
Because the global energy system isn't, a giant battery. It's a just-in-time supply chain with zero warehouse space. If the factory stops, the shelves are instantly empty.
Right, I guess that makes sense.
Even with renewables growing, crude oil still powers the global logistics networks that move literally everything else. So when the Strait of Hormuz tightens, shipping traffic drops drastically.
Which creates a massive geopolitical premium on oil.
Exactly. War risk insurance for cargo vessels skyrockets, and that insurance premium is instantly baked into the delivered cost of physical goods globally.
From, like, food to microchips. Which perfectly brings us to the most power-hungry technology we've ever created, AI. We are painfully tethered to these vulnerable energy choke points because of it.
Oh, absolutely. U.S. electricity consumption will hit record highs in 2026 and 2027 purely due to AI and crypto.
It's staggering. I mean, tech giants have committed $1.09 trillion to future data center leases.
Trillion. With a T. And the underlying mechanism for that massive power demand really comes down to the hardware architecture.
Because training and querying these large language models requires thousands of GPUs, right?
Yeah, thousands of graphic processing units running simultaneously. That draws enormous wattage and demands industrial-scale liquid cooling systems just to keep the servers from melting. You need heavy, baseline physical infrastructure to sustain it.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. At the exact same time we're building these hyper-advanced AI systems, Washington is forcing partner countries to choose strictly between American and Chinese AI frameworks.
Right, it's being framed as a software choice, but
it's fundamentally a hardware trap. The irony is that these hyper-advanced systems rely entirely on the fragile physical grids and shipping lanes we just discussed.
yeah, because choosing an AI software framework forces you to buy the specific microchips, servers, and cooling systems optimized to run that exact code.
You're physically tethering your national grid to a specific superpower supply chain.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, national security is no longer just about guarding borders. It's an impossibly tangled web of AI software protocols, raw electrical generation capacity, and global shipping lanes. A shock to any single point ripples through the entire system.
So what does this all mean? It means the future of tech is entirely dependent on physical infrastructure. You cannot abstract away the physical world.
No, you really can't. The absolute pinnacle of human innovation still relies entirely on the dirt, wires, and ocean routes that keep the lights on.
Right. I want to leave you with a final provocative thought today. If the AI systems designed to solve our greatest global challenges require so much energy that they strain our already fragile power grids, are we actually engineering our way into an entirely new era of vulnerability?
That is definitely something to think about.
It really is. Well, thanks for diving in with us, and we will catch you next time.